Knew about God, says the Ari. Forget about it. God left the building before the universe was even created. The Ari takes Ein Sof. The Ramak wants us to get a little bit warm and cuddly with Ein Sof, the infinite. And we see people today, I'm sensing infinite energy. And the Ari tells you, you're infinite. Gone. The first, not gone, yeah, gone. The first thing it's going to take a couple of minutes, but this really is the key to understanding. It's the first thing that God does is contract away from creation in an act, a famous theosophical and mystical dynamic process known as the Tzimtzum. The Tzimtzum. The Tzimtzum means the reduction or the contraction. On the other side of the Tzimtzum we don't know, but God creates a vacuum. God has withdrawn away. Here is Ein Sof. And in here is the halal, the vacuum. There's an idea. There's a classic example. Because many later Kabbalistic texts will tell you that it's not really a vacuum. That inside there's a thing called the Rishimu, which is an impression left by the infinite. And it's out of the Rishimu that the vessels of creation are made. But Chaim Vital never talks about a Rishimu. Well, not there anyway. This is the halal, the vacuum. Then, having vacated the space in which creation is going to happen, God then re-enters the halal in a line. This light that comes into the halal has two configurations. One circular, because it follows the pattern of the space already created, and what is being formed here are spirot. At the same time, the light is entering in linear configuration, not circular, in linear configuration, and literally the way that this is described is almost identical to the 20th century or late 19th and 20th century's discovery that light is both wave and particle. This is precisely this. I'm not saying that the Ari would have had a meaningful conversation with Einstein. I'm just saying that it is completely... When we talk about Kabbalists like the Ari, and we talk about the Et Chaim, as I said last week, but now really acutely, we're in the 16th century, girls and boys. We are on the advent of an entirely new world. We're about to enter the modern period. We're in the Renaissance. The Enlightenment is just around the corner, and Leibniz and Newton are going to read this. Doesn't mean, and what they're reading in the Ari is closer to 21st century physics than just about anything else they're reading, except that they would not have realized that. The light comes in a linear configuration of Sfirot, and that linear configuration, of course, being a linear configuration of Sfirot, forms Dmut Adam, an Adamic form. And the Adamic form, of course, is 3 lines and the Sfirot placed in a configuration that is Adamic, meaning human. But I'm not saying the word human meaning what we understand as human. We're talking Dmut Adam is the Adamic form of the divine images as they enter into the cosmos, into the space of creation. They come together to form an entity. The reason I'm laughing is because I'm looking at you and I'm going, in the next 2-3 minutes, I'm actually going to give over at Chaim, and I realise that I've already probably lost most of you, but I'm going to persist. They